Here with the Molix Lover vibrating jig. Got a couple different models of it here. These were made popular by Mike Iaconelli. He's where I first heard about them. They're pretty cool. They're pretty unique looking. Generally, when you think about a vibrating jig, you think of kind of your standard kind of jig design with a little blade on the side of it. You're not used to thinking about something that's got an actual body to it, almost like a little crankbait or something. This has kind of got a couple of designs. It's got the little body like a crankbait, then it still has this jig skirt, and then it's got this unique lip, this reverse shovel lip that creates a really cool swimming action. We've got a couple different models. So this is the standard model right here. This is the half-ounce size, these three here. And you notice you've got the standard with one hook, and they also offer it with a treble. And there's also a rattling and non-rattling version. These are the non-rattling. The rattling version is the only one I don't have down here. And then up here I have the brand new, the Magnum. And this is 1.5 ounce, so quite a bit bigger. And size comparison, we've got a little Strike King 1.5 that everybody's got in their tackle box, and you can tell that the original it's kind of small. The body of it, you can definitely tell next to that 1.5 that it's it's kind of a smaller bait, but it makes up for that with this very erratic action when this thing is swimming. Has a very strong side to side. If you put a trailer on here, a little swim bait or a little something like that, I use like a rage tail or something, some type of craw for this this color here. This is called Spanish craw. So I'll throw something on there. But you put a trailer on there, and this swimming action just really gives it a nice kind of swimming side to side motion. And let's go through the colors here. You mentioned Spanish craw for that one. Special white, Balsina shad, I think, for this one. We've got Charming shad for this one, and bluegill for that one. And they've got some nice little color patterns in there. They're pretty detailed, nice paint schemes. They're very well made. I like everything. The hardware and the color. It's just it's put together good. It's got a little snap up there. But yeah, you can fish these things in a variety of ways. A lot of times you're kind of inching your jig along the bottom, and switching to a vibrating jig might allow you to speed that up a little bit. Maybe a stop and go retrieve. Maybe you kind of burn it back, more like a spinner bait. These here, they're just good on a nice steady retrieve or a stop and go. You can fish them in open water. You don't have to be around cover. That's where this one with the treble hook, the little treble on the back, works really well. If you see the fish schooling up, drop this thing out there and let it sink down to where you think they're at. Run it through there. Nice little technique. And you see it's got the little feather on the back. So pretty good, pretty good little lure. These big ones, I haven't gotten to fish them yet, the Magnums. But I'm really interested in seeing about how they might work as kind of a complement to a deep cranking technique. I feel like you could maybe use this in some of the same situations, or if you've got some fish that are suspending in some deeper water, cast this thing out, let it get down there and run that through them. That might be a nice technique to try, and I think it might be good for some stripers or some big hybrids. I've got those in my local lake, and I'm curious to see if they go after this thing, because the white bass love this one. This is just a nice little one for doing that. You can see the top of it right there. They're very nice patterns and stuff. Read the top of that there. Nice little color variations, and the skirts are really nice on these too. They've, sometimes when you get a jig or vibrating jig, that's just kind of solid color. There's not a whole lot of, attention to detail. But these have a nice, really nice, skirt pattern on all of them. You can see the how they mix it up. I really like this bluegill, how they've got, some little chartreuse in there with some blue, and they're nice looking baits. So they're pretty cool. Iaconelli, he makes good work of these things on the tournament trail. I've seen several of his tackle warehouse videos where he's talking about these things, and it finally just piqued my interest, got me curious about trying it out. It's just such a unique looking little lure, but they're pretty cool. I would definitely say check them out. And I really don't feel like vibrating jig really does it justice. It's kind of a hybrid. It's kind of in its own little category right now. So if you're looking for something new to try this year, check out the Molix Lover. Check out all the sizes that they have, and get out there in the water and put some fish in the boat. You guys take it easy.